When you look in the mirror, do you ever question whether your beauty has faded or realize it may be glowing there, just waiting to be noticed? Let me reassure you, it absolutely is. In fact, with each year, your beauty deepens, becoming more captivating and magnetic. And today, I'll share 12 timeless traits that prove it. Stick with me until the end, because what you discover here might just transform the way you see yourself forever. Before we dive in, do me a favor. Hit that like button to support this channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, tap that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss future videos. And let's make this fun. If you enjoy what you're hearing, drop a number 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. That way I'll know how to improve for you. Now let's begin. Trait 1, presence of poise. Have you ever noticed that when certain people walk into a room, heads turn, not because of what they're wearing or how loud they are, but because of the way they carry themselves? That, my friend, is the power of poise. It's a quiet kind of magnetism that speaks louder than words. And the truth is, this isn't something you're born with. It's something you've earned. Each challenge you faced, every triumph you've celebrated, and even the mistakes you've learned from, they've all shaped you. Over the years, they've built a foundation of confidence and strength that shows in the way you move through the world. Poise isn't about being flashy or drawing attention with force. Instead, it's subtle. It's in the way you stand tall with your shoulders back, in the way your eyes meet someone else's with calm assurance, and in the way your steps are steady and purposeful. These small details, when added together, create an undeniable presence that others can't help but notice. Think about it. When you see someone slouched, avoiding eye contact, shuffling their feet, do they seem magnetic? Probably not. But when you see someone walking upright, composed, and confident, you feel drawn to them instantly. That's the energy you carry when you embrace your poise. And here's a beautiful secret. You don't have to always feel confident inside to project it. Even on days when you're tired, uncertain, or overwhelmed, adopting a posture of strength and calm sends a message to the world and to yourself that says, I know my worth. Over time, these outward actions reinforce the inner truth until you truly embody it. Poise is timeless because it's rare. In a world where people are often rushed, distracted, or self-conscious, someone who carries themselves with grace and presence naturally stands out. And as you age, this quality only grows stronger because it's rooted in life experience and authenticity. So, the next time you step into a room, remember, you don't need to prove yourself with words or appearances. Your poise already speaks volumes. And that is beauty at its most enduring. Trait 2, the glow of your smile. If there's one accessory you'll never have to buy, never risk misplacing, and never run out of, it's your smile. A genuine smile is powerful. It doesn't just brighten your own face. It changes the atmosphere around you. It invites warmth, builds connection, and radiates a beauty that no amount of makeup or jewelry can replicate. Think about it for a moment. Have you ever been in a crowded place and felt your attention pulled toward someone? Not because of what they were wearing, but because they were smiling? That smile acted like a beacon, creating an instant, unspoken bond. It said, I'm approachable, I'm kind, I see you. Now let's talk about those laugh lines that so many people worry about. Society often frames them as flaws, but in truth, they're proof of a life well lived. They are the physical imprints of joy-filled evenings with friends, silly jokes that made you laugh until you cried, and heartfelt moments with loved ones. They're not imperfections. They're beauty marks of happiness. And here's something even more amazing. Science confirms that smiling changes your chemistry. When you smile, your body releases endorphins, those natural feel-good chemicals that boost your mood, lower stress, and even make you look more radiant. That inner glow you see in someone's face when they're smiling, it's real, and it's impossible to fake. Your smile isn't just a reflection of joy. It's a tool for creating it. When you smile at yourself in the mirror, you're not only lifting your own spirits, but also reinforcing your sense of self-worth. And when you smile at others, you're offering them a moment of recognition and kindness that could change their entire day. So, the next time you catch sight of yourself in a reflection, pause and give yourself a smile. Not because everything is perfect, but because you deserve to see your own radiance reflected back at you. Remember, Your smile is your most powerful and timeless glow, and it's a beauty that only grows deeper with age. Trait 3. Ageless style. They say fashion fades, but style is eternal. And with age, you gain a powerful gift: clarity about what truly works for you. Ageless style isn't about chasing trends or trying to fit someone else's mold. It's about knowing yourself so well that every outfit, every accessory, and every choice reflects your individuality and confidence. When you're younger, it's easy to get swept up in what's in. You might have tried different looks, experimented with daring trends, or struggled to define your fashion identity. But as you mature, you discover a deeper truth. Style is less about the clothes themselves and more about the story they tell about you. Now, you know what flatters your body, what colors bring out your natural glow, and what fabrics make you feel comfortable and confident. Maybe it's a tailored blazer that makes you feel powerful, or a flowing scarf that adds elegance with ease. Maybe it's as simple as a pair of perfectly fitted jeans that never let you down. Accessories also take on new meaning. A bold lipstick, a treasured necklace, or a statement handbag doesn't just complete an outfit. It says something about your personality, your mood, and your values. These details transform your look from everyday to unforgettable. And here's what's truly beautiful. With age, you stop dressing for validation. You dress for yourself. You choose pieces that reflect your spirit rather than society's fleeting expectations. Whether you prefer timeless classics or playful touches, your style becomes a mirror of your essence. True elegance isn't measured by cost or brand labels. It's measured by how authentically you express yourself. And when you step out wearing something that feels fully you, people notice not just the clothes, but the confidence and energy behind them. So, when we talk about ageless style, we're really talking about the freedom to embrace your individuality with grace. You don't need to keep up with trends. You set your own. And that, my friend, is a beauty that grows stronger and more radiant with time. Trait 4. Heartfelt warmth. One of the most captivating qualities you possess isn't something that can be seen in the mirror or captured in a photograph. It's your warmth, that genuine kindness and compassion that radiates from within. Unlike clothes, makeup, or jewelry, warmth can't be bought, faked, or lost with age. It's something that grows stronger as you move through life, and it leaves a lasting impression on everyone you meet. Think about how often people open up to you without hesitation. Have you noticed that others seem to feel at ease in your presence? That's not a coincidence. It's the energy you give off. Your warmth creates a safe space, one where people feel seen, heard, and valued. And that's a rare gift. This isn't about grand gestures. It's in the little things. Offering a kind word when someone feels down, listening with patience when a friend needs a vent, or simply smiling at a stranger who looks like they could use it. These seemingly small acts ripple outward, touching lives in ways you may never even realize. And here's the beautiful part. The kindness you extend to others reflects back on you. When you show compassion, you not only brighten someone else's day, but also elevate your own sense of joy and fulfillment. That energy shows in your demeanor, your posture, and even the way people look at you. Warmth has a way of lingering. Long after people forget the outfit you wore or the hairstyle you had, they'll remember how you made them feel in your presence. That's the kind of beauty that leaves an imprint on the heart, not just the eyes. So, the next time you question your most radiant qualities, don't underestimate the power of your warmth. It's one of the most beautiful traits you'll ever carry, and unlike fleeting trends or changing appearances, it only grows richer with time. Trait 5. The story in your skin. In a world that glorifies flawless, airbrushed skin, it's easy to see a wrinkle, a freckle, or a scar as something to hide. But here's the truth. Your skin is a living storybook. Every line, every spot, every mark is a chapter in the narrative of your life. Those faint creases near your eyes, they're from nights of uncontrollable laughter, conversations that stretched until sunrise, and joy that bubbled over again and again. The freckles or sun-kissed spots, they're reminders of summer spent outdoors, soaking in warmth and life. Even the scars carry meaning. They tell of challenges faced, battles won, and resilience built. When you really think about it, would you ever want to erase those stories? To have skin that looked untouched, as if you'd never lived? Smoothness without history might look flawless, but would lack depth. Your skin, with all its unique marks, is proof that you live fully and courageously. That's a beauty no cosmetic product could ever replicate. Of course, caring for your skin matters. Hydration, sunscreen, and a touch of daily love go a long way. But the goal isn't perfection. It's health and appreciation. It's about protecting the canvas without erasing the masterpiece painted on it. Next time you look in the mirror, instead of focusing on what society calls imperfections, pause and see your story. Each mark is a reminder of growth, love, and experience. Together, they form a tapestry that reflects not just age, but wisdom, courage, and resilience. True beauty isn't flawless skin, it's lived-in skin. It's authenticity, proof of laughter and tears, of adventures and challenges. When you embrace that, you not only change the way you see yourself, you invite others to see the beauty in their own stories, too. Trait 6, the aura effect. There's something mysterious, almost magical, about a person who has what I like to call the aura effect. It's not something you can see directly, but you can feel it the moment they enter a room. It's the energy they radiate, the invisible pull that draws people closer without them saying a single word. And chances are, you've noticed this in your own life. Think about times when strangers smile at you for no reason, or when people seem eager to start conversations with you out of the blue. That's not chance, that's your aura. It's the magnetic field of confidence, warmth, and authenticity that you carry with you everywhere you go. Unlike physical features, aura doesn't fade with time. In fact, it deepens. Each experience you've lived, each lesson you've learned, adds richness to your presence. The way you listen with empathy, the calm in your voice, the spark in your laughter, all of these create an atmosphere around you that others feel drawn to. What makes aura so captivating is that it's never forced. It's not about trying to be impressive or demanding attention. It comes from living authentically, from being comfortable in your skin, and from carrying yourself with quiet confidence. People can sense when someone is real, and authenticity is irresistible. The aura effect isn't just for others, though. When you embrace your own energy, it strengthens your self-assurance. You begin to walk through the world with a sense of ease, knowing you don't need to prove your worth. It already shines through naturally. So, the next time you notice someone's eyes lingering a little longer or a stranger striking up a friendly chat, don't brush it off. Recognize it for what it is. The undeniable power of your aura. It's proof that your beauty radiates far beyond appearance. It's in the energy you give, the presence you embody, and the authenticity you share with the world. Trait 7, the grace and movement. Have you ever watched someone walk into a room and noticed that it wasn't their outfit or hairstyle that caught your attention, but the way they moved? That's because true beauty is expressed in graceful movement. And the best part? Grace doesn't come from being young, thin, or athletic. It comes from awareness, balance, and a deep connection with your body. Think about the way you carry yourself. Do you stand tall? Do you walk with intention? Even the simple act of sitting down with poise or reaching for a glass of water with steadiness shows elegance. People notice those subtleties more than we realize, and they create an impression that lingers long after words are spoken. Grace and movement is more than just looking polished. It's about feeling aligned within yourself, when your body is strong yet relaxed. When you're present in your steps, that calm assurance radiates outward. It tells the world, I'm comfortable with who I am. What's fascinating is that grace can be nurtured at any age. Small practices like stretching, gentle yoga, tai chi, or mindful walking can transform the way you move. It's not about perfection. It's about fluidity and presence. Every step becomes a statement. Every gesture a reflection of inner confidence. I've seen people in their 70s and 80s move with more elegance than those half their age. Why? Because grace is not about speed or agility. It's about mindfulness. It's the unspoken confidence that grows when you treat your body with care and carry yourself with self-respect. So next time you walk into a room, pause for a moment, lift your chin, relax your shoulders, and step forward with ease. That single choice transforms how you feel inside and how others perceive you. Grace is not about perfection in movement. It's about being present, intentional, and authentic. And that is one of the most beautiful ways to express yourself. Trait 8, the spark of curiosity. One of the most magnetic qualities you can carry isn't found in your appearance at all. It's in your curiosity. When you stay curious about the world, people can see it in your eyes, hear it in your voice, and feel it in the way you ask questions. Curiosity is a spark. It lights up conversations, keeps your mind sharp, and makes you endlessly interesting to be around. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who talks about the same old things over and over again? The energy feels flat, right? Now, compare that with someone who's genuinely curious, who asks thoughtful questions, explores new hobbies, reads, learns, and shares discoveries with excitement. That kind of energy is contagious. It draws people in because it shows you're alive and engaged with life. Curiosity isn't about knowing everything. It's about being open to learning, about seeing wonder in the everyday. It might mean asking a grandchild about the music they love, learning a new recipe, exploring a culture you've never experienced, or simply asking why more often. And here's the truth. Curiosity keeps you young. Not young in age, but young in spirit. It keeps your mind flexible, your conversations engaging, and your outlook fresh. People are naturally drawn to those who remain inquisitive because curiosity signals that you're not stagnant. You're evolving, growing, and always open to new possibilities. The spark of curiosity also has a ripple effect. It deepens connections because people feel heard and valued when you show interest in them. It keeps relationships dynamic and prevents life from slipping into monotony. So, don't ever downplay the power of your curiosity. It's more than a trait. It's an energy, one that radiates through your words, your presence, and your interactions. When you nurture curiosity, you nurture vibrancy, and that vibrancy is magnetic. It's one of the most compelling, timeless qualities you can possess. Trait 9, the language of laughter. If there's one universal truth, it's this: laughter is irresistible. And not just polite chuckles or forced smiles, but real, unguarded laughter, the kind that fills a room and lingers in the memory. That laughter is part of your beauty. It's a language that needs no translation, and it has the power to draw people toward you without effort. Think about the last time you heard someone laugh freely. Didn't it make you smile too? That's the magic of laughter. It's contagious. It lifts the energy around you and it connects people instantly. When you laugh openly, you give others permission to drop their guard and share in that joy. The beauty of laughter is that it doesn't depend on age, appearance, or circumstance. It belongs to anyone willing to embrace humor in everyday life. Whether it's laughing at a silly memory, finding joy in small mishaps, or sharing jokes with loved ones, your laughter is a living reminder that life is meant to be enjoyed. But here's something deeper. Laughter is healing. It reduces stress, strengthens relationships, and even benefits physical health by releasing endorphins. That glow you get when you laugh, that's not just emotion, it's chemistry, radiating vitality from the inside out. And don't forget, your laugh is unique. The sound of it, the rhythm of it, the way your face lights up when it happens. No one else in the world has that exact expression of joy. It's entirely your own, and people remember it. So, instead of worry about lines around your eyes or mouth, recognize them for what they are: proof of a life filled with laughter. Each mark is a badge of joy, evidence that you spent years smiling, chuckling, and embracing happiness. Laughter is one of the most attractive and enduring qualities you'll ever have. It bridges gaps, softens hearts, and creates bonds that last. So laugh freely, laugh often, and know that every laugh adds to the beauty you radiate. Trait 10, the depth of resilience. Life has a way of testing us. No one gets through without challenges, setbacks, or moments that feel heavier than we can carry. But here's the truth. What makes you beautiful is not the absence of hardship, but the strength you've shown in moving through it. That quality is called resilience, and it's one of the most powerful forms of beauty a person can radiate. Resilience doesn't always mean bouncing back quickly or pretending everything is fine. Sometimes it means taking things one day at a time, learning from pain, and slowly rebuilding your strength. Each time you've risen after a fall, each time you've faced uncertainty and chosen to keep going, you've added another layer of depth to who you are. And that depth shows. It shows in the way you comfort others who are struggling, because you know what it feels like. It shows in the quiet confidence you carry, because you've already faced storms and found your way through. People sense resilience. It makes them feel safe, inspired, and connected to you. Think about it. Scars, whether physical or emotional, are not marks of weakness. They're proof of healing, proof of endurance, proof that you've lived and grown stronger. They add texture and character to your story. Resilience also reshapes the way you see the world. When you've weathered challenges, you begin to notice small blessings more clearly. The laughter of loved ones, the peace in a quiet evening, the beauty in ordinary moments. That perspective gives your presence a richness that others naturally gravitate toward. So the next time you think resilience is invisible, think again. It radiates in your words, your actions, and your energy. It's not just about surviving hardships. It's about transforming them into wisdom, compassion, and quiet power. And that kind of strength is deeply, undeniably beautiful. Trait 11, the glow of gratitude. If there's one thing that instantly changes the way you look and feel, it's gratitude. It's almost magical how appreciation can soften your expression, brighten your energy, and make you more magnetic to everyone around you. Gratitude isn't about pretending life is perfect. It's about choosing to notice what's good, even in the middle of imperfection. Think about how your face lights up when you talk about someone you love, a memory you cherish, or even something simple like a warm cup of tea. That glow, that spark in your eyes and warmth in your smile, is gratitude showing itself on the outside. And it's one of the most attractive things about you. Gratitude also reshapes how you move through the world. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you start to notice what's already here. And when you carry that perspective, people feel it. They feel calmer around you, more uplifted, more inspired to see the good in their own lives. This doesn't mean ignoring struggles. It means holding both truths at once, acknowledging difficulties, but still recognizing blessings. That balance makes you grounded and real, not naive. And that authenticity is what makes gratitude such a powerful force of beauty. Gratitude also deepens connections. When you express thankfulness to others, whether it's their time, their kindness, or simply their presence, you make them feel valued. People remember how you made them feel, and gratitude ensures they remember you in the best light possible. Here's the secret. Gratitude doesn't just benefit others, it transforms you too. Studies show it lowers stress, improves sleep, and even supports your health. That inner well-being naturally radiates outward. So yes, gratitude literally gives you a glow. So if you've ever doubted whether your beauty is dim with age or change, remember this. Gratitude never fades. In fact, it only grows richer as life teaches you to appreciate what truly matters. Carry it with you, express it often, and let it shine. It's one of the most captivating lights you'll ever wear. Trait 12, the beauty of presence. We live in a world full of distractions, buzzing phones, endless to-do lists, constant noise pulling us in every direction. But one of the rarest and beautiful gifts you can offer is presence. When you are truly present, giving someone your full attention, it's more powerful than any compliment, outfit, or accessory. It's a beauty that can't be faked. Presence means listening without planning your response, looking into someone's eyes without rushing, and savoring a moment without distraction. Think about how special it feels when someone really sees you. That's the power you hold when you offer presence to others. Presence also changes the way you experience your own life. When you slow down enough to notice the taste of your food, the colors of sunset, or the laughter of a loved one, life suddenly feels richer. You don't need more things. You simply need more attention to the things already here. And people notice this about you. They notice the way you linger in conversations, how you don't seem in a rush, how you actually care. That makes you magnetic, because presence is rare in a world of divided attention. Being fully there makes you unforgettable. Presence also makes you more grounded. When you're not lost in the past or worry about the future, you carry a calmness that draws others in. People feel safe, heard, and valued in your company. That's beauty in its purest form, not external, but deeply human. So, if you've ever worried that you don't shine the way you once did, remember this. Presence shines brighter than any surface feature. It's the kind of beauty that makes people lean in, stay longer, and feel better simply because you were there. And that is a gift more radiant than any mirror could ever reflect. Final thoughts. So, those are the 12 timeless traits that prove your beauty only grows stronger with age. Which of these resonated most with you? What will you embrace in your own life moving forward? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear them. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, your beauty doesn't fade, it evolves. Keep shining.